testing Eric's thoracolumbar flexion. So what I'm gonna have you do, Eric, we're gonna go into kind of a motion where you're just touching your toes here. Good, you can go ahead and come back up. So for this measurement, I'm gonna have to find his T1, so go ahead and look down for me. Good, 7 popping up, go ahead and look up, and then to your left, and then to your right. Perfect, so then I'm just gonna mark that with a pen, and then I'm gonna find his S2 by finding his PSIS here, walking my fingers to the middle. Right in the middle is his S2, so now I'm just going to place my inclinometer so those points are in between them. Here, and then from here I'm going to zero these out. Okay, and then whenever you're ready, go ahead and do that motion. Good, as far as you can. We've got 110 at the top and 70 at the bottom. You can go ahead and come back up. And then you just subtract those numbers. So he's at about 40 degrees of flexion. Normal range of motion we'd like to see is about 85. And some things that could be limiting that are his PLO as well as his hamstrings. So today we're going to be doing a trunk extension MMT with Eric here. So the muscles that we're going to be testing are all of the erector spinae muscles, and then the nerves that are being tested are the dorsal rami of your spinal nerves. So the first thing I'm going to have you do, Eric, is can you push into a cobra stretch for me? Perfect. I'm just going to feel for his xiphoid process so I know what to watch when we're doing them. Okay, go ahead and lower back down. And then, so the first test we're gonna do is to see if he gets a 5. So with your hands behind your head, go ahead, I'm gonna stabilize his hamstrings and go ahead and try to lift as far as you can off the table. Good, relax. Okay, so that would be a 5. And then with your hands on the small of your back, can you go ahead and do the same thing? Good. And then with your hands at your side, this would be a 3, same deal. Perfect. And then if he couldn't do any of those ones, I would look for a 2, which is where he is just bringing his head off of the table. Perfect. And then a 1 would just be a little bit of motion at his neck.